So yeah, we're gonna do this divine draw tier list now. All right, so this is season. What season are we in? 4. This is a season 4. Divine draw tier list right now. Gonna rank the tier list. Rank the divine draws based on like how useful they are and you know how annoying they are, etc. So on and so forth, right? So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. But I got some words. So I might start off with the retired ones first. I'll start with the buns. The buns weren't bad. The buns weren't hurting nobody. You know the meat buns from the first season, of the OG like season, whatever. Pretty much. The buns, they were like, they were fine. They just give you extra health when you break a wall. So those weren't bad. They were okay. I don't think I see anybody complaining about meat buns. Meat buns, they're harmless, literally. I'll start with the grass. The grass as well. The grass around the God of Destruction. Not bad either. Gives you, sometimes you can just hide in there and people don't know you're in there and then you're good to go. Like, it's all cool. That part wasn't bad either. Now, this one might be controversial. This one might be controversial now. I don't know. I know a lot of people hated the EXL Juniors. I didn't dislike it personally. I didn't dislike the EXL Juniors. They weren't that bad. I personally wasn't complaining as much. The skill, which one was the skill 1 up? I think it was really good actually. I really love the skill boosts. I love those because those are needed sometimes, but then that was during the era of like Goku's running around the place dropping these Kamehamehas that lasted till next Christmas. So I understand they removed it and everything, but them Kamehamehas lasted so long. So Junior wasn't bad, but the spawns were terrible in terms of how long they took or like they came too frequent. The EXL Juniors were only bad when the RNG was not on your side. Fair. I could respect that. It just depends if you get enrolled or not. If the other team know what they're doing and you get enrolled and they're eating up the Cell Juniors and the Kais, then it was bad. Because then you have barely a chance to come back and then you have this big level gap and then, you complain from there. So yeah, I don't think this was bad either. I think this was good. This one used to give you the Stardust. So when you start attacking the Gods of Destruction, you drop it and your cooldowns get reduced so you could not break it down more, the towers more. That one wasn't bad either. That one did not irk my nothing. The ones that are up here, like in a good and normal's kind of like it wasn't bothering me personally, and then that one's like, it was beneficial. Wasn't like they go yeah like these. I love the skill boost ones and stuff like that. But yeah, skill boost 2 is kind of the same as skill boost 1. Love it. It doesn't really bother me, It just depends on who you're playing, who you're fighting against. They will spawn deep in the enemy territory sometimes because they used to be on one on your side, one on the other team's side. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know if they changed the spawns, but I don't know. Clouds, normal. Clouds don't do nothing for me. They don't make me happy. Normal is pretty much neutral. I'm pretty neutral on it. Clouds, good cover. This used to really irk my soul. The enemy explosion. This used to irk my soul because I used to be so close to killing somebody. They hit the thing, they get pushed away, and then they get a free. My food's gone. Like I can't tell you how many times I've lost, like because something like this happens. I get pushed into something else because like one of the NPCs explode. Bro, that used to really low-key get on my nerves. It used to get on my nerves. Sometimes it helped. I'm not gonna lie. It was like sometimes it helped, sometimes it was bad. But this used to get on my nerves so bad. The NPC exploding. I'm so happy that's gone, bro. Thank the Lord, because that one used to sometimes we used to hit a nerve. Because I'm just like, bro, why? All right, this last one. This one has me. Never got the NPC draw. I got that too frequently. The dash, the vanish step reduction. This one, I miss it personally. I don't think it was terrible. It only became terrible once Kefla came into the game because Kefla gets to fly all over the map. That's why it's bad. That's the only reason why this is bad, technically. Sure, it's annoying people, get to dash away and stuff, but when Kefla came into the scene, you really couldn't touch her. When she came out, you really couldn't touch her, and it was kind of like, that's the reason why it's bad, is because it makes one character very good. Tier list Sunday, what's up, Gogurt? you know. So yeah, the extra clothes ain't that bad. I feel like the clothes here, for the sake of, instead of my personal opinion on objectively, I'm gonna put it here as bad. You know, I'm gonna put it as normal because it's not bad. It's only bad because it makes one character really strong in the meta of the match, I suppose. This, I never really was fond of this. I'm not fond of the mystery HP. This is some Mario Party type nonsense. I'm just not with it. I think it's bad. I think it's bad personally. And also, I know I'm already like mid deep into this tier list, more than halfway over. This is based off of a rank person. Like, this is not for casual. This is based off of a rank experience, because this game is meant to be competitive, I believe. But they do these divine draws sometimes just make it like, bro, what kind of thing is that? But whatever. This is from a ranked competitive perspective on these. That plus a little bit of my personal opinion. So you could drag me if you want in the comments, but that's just the way this is working. I personally love Super Start. You get to choose one of your skills and just start with a max skill. That is great. So no, however, it can be a little, you know, for certain matches, it'll, you know, people just steamroll you and just go about your day. There's a Super Start with skill 1 back in the old days. That was a good time. That was fun. Especially if you're using Goku. At that point, I used to just go to play Goku. Like, at that point, okay, well, Kamehameha Goku it is. Like, that's the way I used to do it. Mystery HP's for mind games, to be honest. Fair, but it really messes up the flow of the match sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It really does mess it up. Like, it's cool, but I just personally just don't like it. I think it's bad. It's kind of annoying. It's more like in between bad and normal, because it doesn't piss me off as much, but sometimes I'd be like, okay, let me see how much repair. Oh god, no. I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to know? When I see Superstar, I just pick the most broken super. That's fair. Okay, so we'll do this one, and then we're gonna get to the real nasty ones. I don't think this is bad. Skill 2 reduction. I actually like this one. I really like it when I'm playing DPS, because my 2 DPS characters skill 2s are pretty solid. So when, you know, this comes up, it's always a good time. I don't really see the complaint with this one. I don't absolutely love it either, but it's not like I dislike it. I don't necessarily dislike it either. Let's start with something I don't like. Oh, there's a comeback tier. Actually, let me do the comeback. Hold on, because I guess we could do it like this, because this is me. I didn't realize there's a comeback and never come back here. So I'm going to put this one, I don't know, I'm gonna remove the comeback tier. I'm just gonna oh man, I never come back. I'm gonna do that, zero. Because right now we don't have enough for me to really do that, so we're just gonna keep it as love it, good, normal, bad, and remove it. Anyway, yeah, remove medical respawn, bro. Get that out. It's not as annoying as it was the previous season, and I say that because you would knock somebody and you're actively hitting them, but the whatchamajig or something's like blocking it, or you're hitting the person and it's blocking it, and they come back like real fast. And now they reduce the health on the medical respawn thingy, and like it's so much it's more difficult to come back. You have to literally kill your op to come back, which is not, that's why I don't complain about it as much anymore. But before, this was terrible. I still don't even want it in the game personally. If you get clapped, too bad. You gotta wait that time out. Like, you gotta wait and try and come back later, because no. So let's do Team Rush Go. I personally do not mind Team Rush Go. It's in between normal and good to me. Like, it incentivizes you to stay near your teammates. This is not in any order at all, but I'm just putting them just in general where I think they're at, right? But yeah, it's not bad. You get movement speed. It just encourages you playing together as a team. That's all I gotta say. It just does. And people, but from what I learned from my few years of playing multiplayer games, people don't like playing as a team. So people don't like playing as a team, and it's like, well, what can you do? But this at least makes people want to stay close by and at least help you, right? And second to last, I don't think the hammers are that egregious. I know a lot of people think they're bad. It is in theory kind of bad, but it's not the worst thing since sliced bread. It's just not the worst thing. I'll put it there because this is objectively at this point, this one might be the worst out of all of these. Yeah, it just does damage to the guys, the destruction and everything else around it. So that's the OP part about it. And it's an AoE effect, and it kind of, you know, it's bunk, and you can really kill somebody. That's like half health for somebody in like a blink of an eye, and you can get towers and kill people out low. It's very like it's annoying, but specifically in those type of situations, it could be very frustrating. Yes, so it's not the best. It's technically like competitively, in a competitive sense, it's not good to have in the game. But at the same time, you could do some workarounds with it, but it's kind of like, how do you stop it? There's no way to restop it unless you get the other person, and you need somebody with like range. So it's very situational. And this, I would like to say remove it and never bring it back. This right here needs to go and never come back. The search trap, this is like the worst thing that they've ever done in the game. And I already have a video that's gonna come out, me just ranting about why this needs to go. But if you ain't seen it yet, long story short, there's no reason why you should be mid-fight and a random steel ball just auto tracks you with its heat detecting senses and just drop on you while you're mid-fight, or you try and get away from a fight, get clapped with a ball. Everything pretty much is just this ball, it just messes up your whole flow. It messes up the entire flow of the fight completely, and it's so frustrating. Like this I have the hatred for this that I used to have for this. I hate this as much as I hate this. Like, it just transferred over to this. This is absolutely the worst thing that they ever could have come up with and added to the game. Personally, negative F, bro. Negative F, Divine Draw. Hate this Divine Draw, and it comes up so often, and it's so frustrating. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the tier list in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time, because I definitely want to talk to y'all about this in the comments. So be sure comment section, I'm gonna need y'all to talk to me. How do y'all feel? Y'all feel like I put anything in the wrong spot, anything like that, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace out.